We're at Keystone Lanes in Norwalk for the title matches of today's JBT event. We got both divisions at once here. A long day of Survivor action, and the two remaining survivors in the scratch division are Aaron Foshie and Ronnie Fujita, while Kennison Andrews and newcomer to the top 5, Greg Adler, are the two remaining survivors in handicap. Just getting underway here in the early frames of the title match. Kennison is giving 31 pins over in handicap. He's got to win by 32 to capture the 4th title of his JBT career. Meanwhile, Fujita, a 2-time JBT champ from Northern California, having an excellent season here in our Southern California tour. He's doing a lot of traveling. Going up against a resurgent Foshie who struggled a little bit lately in tour and is back here in a title match looking for the 9th win of his JBT career. Lots of good storylines here. Ronnie has been traveling so much on tour, he's had to sell half of his trousers just to get to the tournaments. It's not actually, you know it's not working.
Hey, try to pick it up like that anyway.
Would you mind hitting intercom or service and letting them know it's not working?
Just pick it up anyway.
Ronnie has this thing called the rally cuff there, which he always employs when he needs to make a big comeback to make the cut, and the rally cuff worked its charm again. Here's Andrews at the 1-2-4. He spared in his first 2 frames, and wow, had to really get that ball to hook to spare in the 3rd, but he does. Greg Adler's just bowled a couple tournaments with us. This is by far the best finish of his very young JBT career. He's gone the lucky loser route here in Survivor. Crosses over and leaves a 5-10 that time. He opened in the 1st, and if he opens here in the 3rd, that 30-pin advantage is going to start to evaporate quickly on him. Lucky loser meaning we had 10 bowlers left at one point, which would leave 5 winners, and that doesn't work well for match play, so the highest losing score advanced to the round of 6. That was Greg, and it happens quickly from that point. All of a sudden, bang, here he is bowling for the title. Sit there and let me see where your head comes in. I'll let you know. You're fine. A little high again for Adler there. A much more makeable spare with the 3-pin. Greg came in today with a, I'll let you know, 143 entering average, qualified at -25. Just kept on surviving, and look out. Well, it was a more makeable 3, but he didn't make it either. And tough start here for Greg. Title matches are different things. All of a sudden you're the only ones bowling. I'm sitting back here yapping into the camera. A whole different skill to learn to bowl in the title matches. Andrews has been in plenty of title matches. He's a 3-time champ. And he comes up high and leaves himself the 3-10. Now the 3-10 might as well be the 7-10 if I was bowling, because I cannot make 3-10. I just can't make it. Try one thing, you chop the 3. Try one thing, you slide by the 3. So annoying. Let's see if Kenny can show us how to do it here. Switches to a ball that hooks a little less. And that's how you make a 3-10. All right. Little 3-10 lesson for me. I appreciate it. Thanks to the whole crew here at Keystone for hosting us. 91 entries started today. That's big turnouts. Only 24 lanes to work with, so we started with 7 and 8 in a pair. As Ronnie is just carving lane 38 apart. Ronnie wants some extra camera time, so he's just gonna sit around forever. Oh, goodness!
I don't have to shoot that, right?
Goodness gracious!
Too much World of Warcraft right there.
Ronnie, one of the nice guys on tour, having about as much fun with that as we are. Meanwhile, over in the functioning division, Kenny high again. Looks like that's the trend here. Leaves the 6-10. Drying out lanes as they typically will at this point of the day. Bowlers have to either migrate left, pick up the speed, switch balls, change wrist positions. A number of different options. Or it can be stubborn and just try and fit the ball in the pocket. We'll see what you choose. It switches to ball, doesn't hook at all. Cover the 6-10 nicely. See if Greg can get himself together here in the 5th frame. He's only got 1 mark. That was a 9 spare in the 2nd. Still plenty of time. Very early in a bowling match. And Ronnie gets the crossover. Still having trouble with the ball hooking there. He's going to have to do one of those aforementioned things. Get that ball to get back in the 1-3. It's tough when you're aiming at the 1-2 every time. Foshie's a little sleepy watching the Ronnie Fujita circus here. Uh-oh, that's going way left for Greg. No chance at the head pin that time, and it would have been easier if that wobbly 10 had fallen on him, but it doesn't. Well, this is probably the trickiest spare he's left so far. Let's see if he can make it. Does have a chance. Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. All right, he's still got 4 big frames to recover. See if the veteran Andrews can put the hammer down here, though, in his 6th and 7th. Crunch time of year for all these bowlers, especially our regulars, as they're trying to secure enough points to get into the Invitational and work their way into the Touring Players Championship. Every JBT bowler's goal. That's way wide right. Drops a little more count, but he's still clean if he can spare this up through 6 frames. SoCal rolls on to Ventura in about a month for our next doubleheader weekend at Buena Lanes, gorgeous Ventura County. Then down for one last regular season event at Parkway before the Invitational the day after in San Diego. Competing for $1,000 first place prizes at every invite. Switches balls, and this time that ball that's a little weaker doesn't climb the hill and gives an open frame back to Adler. That is just what Greg needed right there. Hey, Ronnie made the 2-8 in the 2nd frame, yes. Very nice. Apparently we got a fan club here with Team Ronnie. So Kennison leads by 28 on the scoreboard, and again giving 31. So Adler still with the 3-pin lead overall. And Andrews will say thank you very much for that, Brooklyn. A powerful form of Fujita here. 5 very quick steps, a really quick 4th step actually. Gets everything back in time, leaves himself a 10-pin. Poor Adler still can't get that ball to the right side. And another tricky spare. 3-9 is not easy for anybody. Got a wavy curtain here too, as Ronnie's lane's just completely falling apart. Yeah, it's an easy chop there for Greg, unfortunately, and Ronnie's ball almost backed it in. Never a dull moment when Ronnie Fujita's bowling, kids. Despite all of this, Adler's still very much in this match, but he's got to find a way to get the pocket. That's left again, poor Greg. Oh, almost left enough to get to Brooklyn. When he watches this video, he'll see his feet really, really fast. That often causes your arm to pull itself across the body. That causes tug shots. It's an extremely typical nervous reaction. Spare up this 9 and go over and take some breathing lessons. Aaron, understandably light. It's been about 8 minutes since he threw a ball. Adler does cover up that spare. He's still got room, but it's really, the title is on Andrews' right paw here. And it's way wide again. Oh, the same 1-2-4 he missed last time in this lane. Oh, nice little nugget there. Thank you. Aaron has been plagued by some touchy spare shooting in critical matches over the last year or so. No problem at all with that 2-8. Low scoring pattern day, lower than we thought. We bowled on Broadway and the cut was around -84 today in the scratch division. Oh, and Andrews for the 2nd straight time misses that 1-2-4. And again, it lets Adler back in the match. And it's a 6-pin lead for Greg going into the 10th. Greg has 1 Brooklyn strike. I don't know if he's even hit the right side of the head pin, and he can still snatch away this title from Andrews. Kennison, a very good finisher though over the course of his JBT career. Oh, and a horrible break for Aaron as he 4-9s there on a pretty good looking ball. See if Andrews can recover on the lane he likes better. Every bowler, every time coming up high on the right side. My goodness. Get down to that crunch time, amazing things happen to your arm swing all of a sudden. Happened to me so many times, I'm now sitting here talking instead of doing the bowling. What a shot of adrenaline this would be for Aaron. If he can convert this, he'll maintain his lead. If he can, otherwise he'll fall into a 1-pin deficit, which is the case. 2-pin deficit, actually. It's only through 4 frames, though. See if Andrews can cover up the spare. Gonna hook at it. Oh, man. That is 1, 2, 3 spares that he has elected to hook at instead of go straight at. And it has cost him every time. The 1, 2, 4 twice, and then that 4, 7 didn't quite hook over there. And now Adler can shut out Andrews amazingly. And that's a better shot. And look at that! Boy, you kind of felt it coming that sooner or later he was going to get that ball to push over there and get into the pocket. It does, and it carries, and now it's a big advantage for Greg. I'm sure his parents haven't breathed in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Which would explain those asphyxiating blue people over there, but that's another story. Spare strike for Adler would be 140, and that would shut him out. So a mark should do it here for Greg. Oh man. 6-10. Spare is a complete adventure for Greg right now. Let's not sugarcoat it. So if he can make it and hold good count, he's going to win his first title. Anything less, Andrews can still pull it off. And he, oh no, chops the 6 off the 10. He knew it, yeah. 128. The difference is 31. That means that Kennison needs 160 to win, which is double 6. I don't have him right in front of me. Kind of catching me at the last shot of the title match here. If you would.
Are they over on the table?
They are.
Okay.
Double 6 for Andrews. Here he comes. Good shot. Oh yeah. We called him a finisher in order to live up to that reputation. He needs 1 more carry as the handicap title's coming down to the last ball. Strike 6 for a win. If he can somehow strike 5, I will throw both of them out the window because we've had a lot of ties today. Meanwhile, another tough split for Aaron here. As a bowler, you hate going 4-9, 2-10 back to back. That is a bowler's nightmare. For the win, probably. Doesn't get the 4-7 to trip, and in a wacky back and forth title match, Greg Adler is a JBT champion. The luckiest loser is a winner on tour. How about that? What a crazy finish there. Well, that's a tough one for Kenny to swallow, but there's a little bit of suspect parachuting. And the runner-up finish isn't bad for his points and money and stats and all that, but he was close to a title there. And instead, Greg has done it. We'll be back for the scratch finish on the next video. Make sure you watch that as well. Yeah, maybe it's the two-tone shoes.